Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing good. It's good to see everyone on YouTube and on Twitch as well. So, the plan today. Thank you for the emergency code. So the plan today is we're going to try and do some PSO Blue Blast. Now, we are pretty much expecting the anniversary event to start at some point imminently. I'm going to guess that it might start tomorrow. They haven't said anything, but judging by previous years, it looks like around about the 10th, 11th is about when it normally starts. There is also the possibility it might start while I'm streaming. If that happens, we'll have to play something else. Hi, Matt, good to see you. And Pika as well, and Jack. What is DAR week? So DAR week is either drop anything rate week or drop all rate week. It's the same thing. Basically, it increases the chances of monsters dropping an item, which includes rares, but it's basically a chance of them dropping something. So it'll increase the chances of them dropping like 2 items like monomates or photon drops or anything. Whereas rare drop rate week only boosts the actual rare. Back to card revolution in that case. We do card revolution like once every, I feel like it's once every 6 months, not enough. So as always, if you do want to play, we play on Ephinea, and we usually use the European ship with block 2, and it's normally lobby 21 that we hang out in. That is an amazing name for a cast. Yeah, it's an acronym, yeah. So yeah, drop anything rate week or drop all rate week. It's the same thing. You basically use it as a week where rare drops will be a little bit easier from certain enemies. So it won't affect any rare drops from rare monsters because they always drop something. And also, it won't affect boss drops either. Is gameplay silent for everyone else? I want to hear the voice. I wonder if my OBS has changed the audio source. Give me a second on that. It has. Thanks, OBS. Now can you hear it? Helps a lot with enemies with low DAR, like most of Ep2 Spaceship, yeah. Yeah, it's just certain enemies you can't benefit from, so unfortunately for things like Red Ring, it doesn't help. There's boss drop. That works, cool. Up to 4 flower shields now. What is it you're hunting in Spaceship? I am basically just getting ready for anniversary now, so... Oh, Daylight Scar, okay. Up 1 rare Lily and got a DB Saber 3062. Is that the worst middle Lily drop, do you think? I'm guessing probably. It has to be, surely. Yes, okay. It's always the case, isn't it? You know, if you're not hunting that rare monster, it'll show up on the ID you don't want it to. But yeah, Daylight Skies, it's a little bit of a rough drop. It's usually from the Barons, isn't it? And it's about 1 in a bit over 1,000, I think. So it's a bit of a rough drop. It should hopefully be a bit easier once the event starts, though. Or is it a Del Saber drop for Oran? Oof. I don't know how I feel about that because, I mean, Del Sabers are a lot more numerous, but they have terrible drops in Spaceship in terms of the DAR. I know Nemu, who watches the channel as well, they're hunting a handgun gold from Del Sabers at the minute as well. Incredibly hard drop. Yeah, so the RBR this week is a bit of a weird one. We have Silent After Image 1, which I believe is Forest 1 and Ruins 1. So speaking of Gold Miller, you could technically hunt both of the guns in that if you use Whitehall. There's Anomalous Ordeal 5, which is... I want to say it might be part of CCA. And that's random spawns, I think. And then Sweep Up 11 is Crater Interior, which seemed to be reasonable. It seemed like it was quite a good quest for Dorfons. It's CCA and Tower. Oh, you know how we love Tower. Anomalous is Seaside at Night and Tower. Nice. Random spawns, not so nice, but, you know. Cross my fingers for a V801 anniversary. Yeah, it'd be a good time to get it because it should make rare monsters a lot easier to find. It depends on which drop you're going for, because I know it can drop from Zoo on... Is it Pinkle? Or is that a different ID? I know there's at least one ID that gets it from Pazuzu as well. But yeah, it should be doable during the anniversary. Oh, you're doing zoos on Pinkle, okay. I hate how much Twitch sucks when I have slow internet. Have you had a chance to read the updates to future anniversary events? Yeah, so that was posted months ago. We don't know the exact changes that are happening yet. I think all we know so far is that they are getting rid of the maximum attack E short quests and replacing them with something else. And that the badges are not going to drop as an actual item, as far as I know. They're going to be like you're basically like a flag on your account when you get a badge. So that's the only thing I know about it so far. Unless they've just posted something now. Oh yeah, Ep4 is a lot easier with a Force. Yeah, I would do it with a Force. So I guess we can get started. As always, if anyone else wants to jump in, feel free. Games are always open. If there is a password on them, the password is normally stream. What happens with the badges you have? You will still be able to use those in the anniversary shop that exists. But once you've spent them, you won't be able to get any more. Is my understanding. But yeah, don't just get rid of your anniversary badges if you can still trade them in for stuff. But yeah, no idea what they're doing with the actual quests yet, though. I'm going to assume that they're maybe going to combine areas in each quest so that you can't just run forest. So then maybe they'll do something like put in forest with mines or something. Don't put all on ad slots. Honestly, not a bad use of it. So yeah, is anyone here wanting to hunt anything at the moment? Because I'm down for pretty much anything. Like, most stuff's probably worth hunting at the minute. They finally did it this Ceased Forest. Well, we don't know for sure yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do an Exard if you want to start with an Exard. You know what will happen, though? We'll get the wrong route. Also, thank you for the 70 stream streak missed. Never thought all the new event quests are in Forest, but they're all omni-spawn. I mean, it would be one way of getting around it, I guess, yeah. I would hope they don't do that, because I like the idea of knowing what's in the quest so you can reliably hunt stuff. I'm not a huge fan of omni-spawn generally. I like that there's a couple of quests that have it, but I wouldn't want all the event quests to be omni-spawn. If you've only got 3 for a game, I can hop on. Yeah, no worries, Richard, yeah. I want more CCA and mountain quests. Yeah. I always like doing CCA. I might not like doing CCA by the end of this anniversary because I am probably going to be there for most of it. Because I want a Heaven Punisher. But yeah, I would say if you have a character that is close to level 80, I would probably try and get it to 80 as soon as possible. Just so you can benefit the most from the event. Assuming it does start soon. Again, going by previous years, it seems to be about the right time for it. Very Hard Blue feels really good right now doing DAR. Yeah, good point, yeah. So I suppose if you wanted to get to Ultimate, get a Blue Full game going and yeah. How is the new anniversary event? I'll let you know when it starts. Yeah, it hasn't started yet. There's no announcement or anything yet as far as I know. I'm thinking it's probably going to start some point next week, I would guess. Tried making the most out of last anniversary, but just didn't really get many drops. Just got 5 characters to 150 plus. I mean, I suppose the good thing is, even if you don't get drops from the anniversary, it is just really good for leveling as well. Yeah, so I think Richard is joining us, so we should have 4. Typical that just as I'm ready to hop on, Steam needs a software update. Give me some armor, everybody. Event, there is no anniversary event in PSO. I mean, not yet. And if people keep asking for it in the Ephinea Discord, it might never happen. Yeah, I like the anniversary event, but it's kind of a bit of a double-edged sword because as much as I love the anniversary, by the time it's over, I am very sick of PSO. So yeah, I think I said this before, but basically once the anniversary event does start, it will be PSO every Sunday while the event's on. Once the event is over, I'll probably not do PSO for a few weeks just to give it a rest. Just while we're waiting for Richard as well at the minute. I just want to point out that I got this sealed J sword in last anniversary event, and it is still nowhere near unsealed. I really need to get off my backside and actually do that. Yeah, no worries, Richard, that's fine. You're 13 or 14 to Kane. I am not that far. How far am I in? I want to say like 4 or 5k. 5,500. That's terrible. Just partner forest area with one of those crazy Ep2 areas, problem solved. Please don't do that. You have like forests combined with like the enemy counts of Tower Twilight, what's it called? Twilight Sanctuary? The Tower Quest has ridiculous enemy counts. I took your advice of doing MA2A with my ranger. This week I leveled up almost 20 levels. Yeah, I will say, yeah, to anyone who doesn't know that in chat, Vector actually, who watches the stream sometimes, he pointed this out to me. Yeah, if you have a ranger and you have access to an S-rank needle, just run maximum attack 2A in episode 2. Run the first few rooms of CCA and just run that to level. And just hell spam everything. It's so fast. Forest 2, but every enemy is a America roll. I mean, it'd be good for me because they drop Heaven Punisher. Yeah, MA2A in in episode 2 is ridiculous, but it only really works if you're a ranger with a hell weapon. I mean, I guess maybe a hunter with an S-rank slicer could do it, maybe. I just don't know if you'd have reliable enough accuracy for it though, particularly at low level. And bear in mind you need about 800 attack to use an S-rank slicer, so... Alright, so start off with a bit of Exard. Always a good quest. Well, always a good quest when you get the right route. Are there any more rare items you want to do videos of to help out? Yes, there will be a few. Oh, shift to 20. I need that for my Ephinea will. Because yes, I have more than one. Yeah, there's a couple, so... I'm trying what the best ones would be. I guess Hang-On Gold, Hang-On Miller. I guess something like Prophet of Mortav. Basically anything that is very, very rare that you can't get through Black Paper's deal, I probably want to try and cover. Which is why I won't be doing one for Yasha, because Yasha you can just pick up through Black Paper's deal. I think it's my favourite quest because of the enemy variety. Yeah, I really like this. Can you not? What is it missed? Needed 20 barter. I might do. I can't remember what I've got now for my other Uniwell. Also, we got runes first time. This quest is maximum attack Exard. Ah, thank you very much. Yeah, so it's essentially just a really high enemy count quest. There is a bit of RNG to it because there's a couple of different routes that it can unlock. And there's nothing that really... There's nothing you do to kind of influence which route you go. It's just kind of random. Which can be a bit annoying sometimes, but it is very good for enemy counts. And really good experience, yeah. Red ring will drop at Just Watch. Yeah, we'll see about that. I did see that someone on the Discord did say that they found the first red ring recently, which is really cool. I was like seeing people on the Discord find banners. Yeah, Drac, that kind of quest, it kind of reminds me of the really offensive stuff that they do, like, well, Twilight Sanctuary or Mine Offensive. I always forget you can get Lavis from the Sorcerers on Viridia. Wouldn't mind that. Since apparently red slimes just don't drop it. I have killed like way in excess of 30 red slimes now. And still no Lavis. Is there something similar to this in Ep 2? Red slimes are a myth. Yeah, I mean, I tend to find it takes me ages to find one, and then I get a couple. Oh, I've had a DC. It's unfortunate. No worries, Richard. How much hit is on the Sangayasha? I think it's 35. Yeah, 35. I really hate Dark Gunners. No worries, Richard, you can't help it if you disconnect. That Merlin there doing the genius strat of just walking in a circle. This seems like a bad place to be, if I'm honest. It was a bad place to be. And then, of course, I revive in the same place. Thanks, PSO. But I can at least gel on them. I will rebuff as well when I'm able to. I'm not going to say Hunuel's a tank, but Hunuel's a tank. Average ruins run. No, that was me just forgetting the next spawn and standing right where the spawn. You see, on my screen, your shifter hasn't expired. There we go. It must be a bit of desync, I think. Yeah, no worries, Richard. We're doing a few runs this stream anyway, so if you want to jump in another one, it's absolutely fine. Next PS0, you save state and reset your build into full evade. Somehow looked at 2 laws and 2 limbs within a couple of days with meta attributes though. I mean, to be honest, lame, if you unseal it, even one with no attributes will work fine on a ranger. Rangers get so much accuracy anyway that even one without hit they'll be fine with. Thank you for the barons. Good to see you, Nimu. Yeah, the 35 hit Sangir Asher I got quite lucky with. I did get the Asher from Black Paper's deal this time. Because screw ever hunting that again. There's no reason to hunt it in Blue Burst, honestly. Not with Black Paper's deal anywhere. Yeah, but then I got a 35 hit Sangha. Like, is it same day? I mean, honestly, it's like SMY isn't as great as people make it out to be anyway. Like, Jizai is a far better weapon, honestly. It's just I don't have a good Guru and insurance to make a good Jizai. But it's strong enough. Made it in, just chilling in the lobby listening to Burning Rangers. Nice. Yeah, Vivian is really nice as well. Black King Bar as well. I just don't like how Black King Bar looks. I get why it looks that way. I think there are far better looking double sabers. Like double cannon. It's like problem with that is finding the damn Lavis. Because apparently Lavis just doesn't exist. Okay, that was a bringer. Still hunting a red sword with hit. I've had 2 drop with hit, but they've both been fairly low. I think I got one with 15 and one with 20. Which, they're fine. How good is Twin Camry? It better be good for something you have to work for so long. It's okay. It's very strong. It has really good attack power. And I believe the special does like a low-level Zalor, so I guess if you're a cast, you can Zalor enemies with it. However, Daylight Scar exists. It's kind of hard for it to match up to Daylight Scar when Daylight Scar has Berserk. You can use Proof of Sword Saint with it, that is a good point. Oh, bring a arm drop, nice. Yeah, 20 hit is okay. I mean, I was a man of my Hue Seal anyway, so she's got a bit more accuracy to begin with. Okay, well, we've got Darkfall, so Red Ring. Yes, I have PB. I'm obviously going to do Fowler. I do it on first phase of Fowls, okay. Sounds good. That's probably a really intelligent thing to do, honestly, because I guarantee if I PB beforehand, I'll get killed by the floating mines. You're after a bringer app. I might have a spare one. I don't trust the spinners yet. That is totally fair. Yeah, you do not trust the spinners. I do like in the Dark Falls arena that you have to run all the way to the obelisk and then get the cutscene, and by the time the cutscene is over, your mag invincibility is gone. Thanks, PSO. Like, what is the point of me getting the mag invincibility for this fight when I can't use most of it anyway? Okay, that went okay. Yeah, so the twin cameo, they are decent. They're usable. The other issue with them though is just the fact that they're daggers. Yeah, PB whenever. Yeah, the other issue is just the fact that they're daggers, and daggers are kind of a little bit awkward to use because the animation's not great. You can use them. Yeah, Hue Seal works really well on, obviously, because Hue Seal dagger animation is amazing. Why am I using this? Why am I not using Max? What are you expecting Falls to do? Pop out of a solitary chest in a random corner? It wouldn't be the first time. Or the second time. I don't know how he's missed me every time with the Rabata. I'm for it though. Oh god, he did not miss with that. Yeah, that happens when you're high level. PSO must be one of the very few games that actively punishes you for being high level. God. Yeah, Falls is in one of these moods again. Tries in 1800 plus HP rack seal, yeah. Yeah, I don't get what the thinking was behind that. I guess it generally isn't an issue until you get to ultimate and there's like no real like damage and vulnerability window. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, once you get to ultimate and you basically lose the grace window between getting hit, particularly in multiplayer anyway. So you just tank everything. Yeah, I'll get Shifter in a second, 2 seconds. You got 100 PB again. This is a weird Falls. I feel like it's never really came close to us. Hi, Cloud Tracker, good to see you. Yeah, I think we've established that Ultimate Dark Falls is probably not a place for a level 82 Raycast. Yeah, the way the health works on things like DAR is very weird. No, ultimate is 80 plus. All I want is for Falls to come a little bit closer over here, so I can mech gun spam the hell out of it. Oh, you absolute. Yeah, so I think the way it works for DAR is... So obviously its body's covered in armor to begin with. I think the armor itself, I think it's like Scorpio said, the armor itself has HP, I think. And once you've broken through that, then you start damaging the actual boss. This is like one of the most annoying Dark Falls fights I've ever done. I don't know why it's just chose violence today, but... Red guaranteed, I mean, maybe. Mr. Wiggles is a much better name. It is. Happy anniversary, yeah. Happy anniversary that hasn't started yet. Well, unless they've just announced it on the Ephinea Discord. Well, it should be any time now. Nah, no red ring. It should be very soon, like any time in the next few days, I would imagine. They still haven't said exactly when, but yeah, it should be any time now. You got a rest of 30 ring. I got a monofluid ring. Can you at least drop like a weapon with decent hit? That's useful. No, okay. It's this weekend. Have they actually announced anything? Curse of Frozen Shooter. I hate trying to mech gun spam falls and he continues to wildly swing and bounce around the ring. Yeah, you can guarantee that as soon as you pull the mech guns out, it'll just float away from you. Yeah, I don't mind Cloud Tracker. Like I said, anyone who wants to play at all in chat, feel free to jump in. Thank you for that poison lily. Yeah, I will probably switch character for the next one, I think. Traded 20 PDs for V502. Probably good trade, honestly. Trying to get your Rakast up to run SA1. Are they Whitehill by any chance? You like rollout sabotage. It is good. It is very good. Alright, anything good in the shop? No. Nothing new there then. Yeah, hopefully announce something soon. Let me quickly check the Discord actually, because it's not that I'm desperate for anniversary to start or anything, but you know. No, there is nothing. Damn. Alright, I'm going to switch characters. So give me 2 seconds. It's got to start soon. I mean, it's always been August. I think when I looked, I think the latest that it ever started was about the 17th. Pick the one who should not be named. Oh, I mean this dude. The worst format on the server. Also, I do have a phonium, by the way. I made a phonium. He's level 4. So it would probably not be taken back on this anniversary, but I do have a phonium. Right, let's use... I feel lazy. Remal. Character slots are combined, yeah, so you don't have to choose like the character bank when you log in. It just shows all 32 slots now. Yeah, it basically just scrolls. So that was a quality of life change they did a few months back, I think. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it just makes it easy so you don't have to choose like a certain character bank when you first log in. You just log in and then just scroll down. Much easier. It's one thing I really like about Ephinea, the fact that they actually do quality of life improvements. Things that would probably be in the game now if it was a modern release. But without the microtransactions. So I think we've got about 7-ish, I think. I have a yellow Ramal that was an extra bank but ended up not using. Yes, I do have a bank character that I just put all my spare stuff on. I still don't have enough storage. Yes, I think we got about 6 or 7, so we could do 2 parties. Are any of these RBR quests actually worth doing? I mean, I guess like Nemu said, I guess silent after image is good on Whitehill. SU11 is not bad for Dolphins, okay. I mean, 11's not bad though. I mean, considering Dolphin's a mini boss, 11's pretty good. So I guess if we've got a quest that's good for Dolphins, is there any Dolphin drops that anyone's actually after? Or I guess Dolphin Eclair drops if that decides to grace us with its presence. What are you all doing in my room? Yeah, Cannon Rouge is a good one, I guess. Claire drops Cleo on Pingle. Cleo's not bad. No worries, Marco. I'll be playing PSO a lot during the anniversary, so no worries. What man's a Cleo? I mean, I guess Pinkle Ep4 would have what, V801 as well. That seems like a pretty good choice. Yes, I guess, yeah, Green Hill, Viridia, Yellow Balls, Pink are probably the better IDs. Yeah, well, I guess we could do... What, do you want to do one Pinkle run and one... Was it Green or Viridia? That was a good one. Both. Green does have V101 as well. What does... I need to look this up actually. What does Green Dolphin drop? I'm not familiar with Green Hill at all. Green Dolphin is Black Hound Cuirass. That's not great. But it does have Tannin Rouge from Dolphin Eclair, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, and V101 from Zoos. That's pretty good actually. And then Viridia is Lim from Dolphin Eclair. And I guess LK38 from Pazuzu. Yeah, we've got a few options. But yeah, do you want to do... What ideas have we got? So we've got Viridia. Yeah, Dolphin drops kind of suck, don't that? Like, is there actually any good Dolphin drops? I need to say this, actually. Gratia, Blackhound Cuirass, Electroframe, Heavenly HP, Heavenly Battle, Heavenly HP, Heavenly Battle, Heavenly Battle, Blackhound Cuirass, Blackhound Cuirass. I mean, I guess Heavenly Battle's decent when you first get to Ultimate to get you going. Blackhound is, I guess, is okay for certain androids. Apart from that, not really. Astark, yeah, there is blue Astark as well for limiter. I can't remember how many Astarks are in this quest. Yeah, Gratia is the shield that it's the one that has a set boost with the Asminkovs and has a set penalty if you use Rainovs. Yeah, I think Blackhound Cuirass is usable on ranges, I would say. I don't know if I would use it on a Hunter. I don't know how good it is on Hughcast or Hugseal. I mean, it doesn't have any evade, does it? So I can't see it being too great. Maybe on Hughcast, because Hughcast doesn't have that great evade anyway. And to be honest, having really high evade can be a bad thing sometimes anyway. It's minus 200, yeah. 16 Astarks, yeah, it's not bad. Well, do you want to do... Let's do... We can do one Pinkle for sure, because that sounds like a really good idea. And then, does anyone else have a green nil that they wanna play our level? If not, we can do Viridia or another ID. You can swap, yeah, no worries, Salt. So yeah, we'll do one Pinkle and one green nil then. Seems like a fair split. I think he has made a one-person mode game. Yeah, I think the plan was to switch to Greeno. It does say no longer active, so... Oh, there we go. So there is a Pinkle game up. Oh, you had to bank your V101. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so if anyone wants to do Pinkle, there is 2 more spaces in there. Feel free to join whichever ones you want, by the way. I'll just join in whichever one's left. I don't really have any preference for either ID, so... Oh no, V101's a tough drop, man. Like, I'm not surprised if you've only got one. It's hard to get. It's one of those items where it doesn't look that bad to get, but is a pain. So, how many more slots are in there? Okay, I think the Green Hill game, I'm assuming they're up. You're an intruder. No, you're not an intruder. You can join. It's fine. Exactly, yeah. It's the kind of item that drops when you are not looking for it at all. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to join whichever one you want to. If you want V801/Cleo, or if you want V101. And you're always looking for it, exactly, so you never get it. So what you have to do is stop looking for it. Alright, so the Pinkle game looks like it is now full, so we can start jumping into the green hill one. So I guess we're the V101 squad. That's a good question. Do I have my Hell Needle? Because I seem to remember I lent it to another character. I'll have said that, I don't know how effective it is here anywhere. But oh, it is Divine Punishment hours, actually. Never mind. Makes it very, very easy for me as a ranger. Yeah, at least the RBR is a bit better this week. I know it's still not fantastic, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was last week. I think last week's RBR might be the worst I've ever seen on Ephinea. It was very bad. Alright, time to go brainless mode. So yeah, during Anniversary, I'm going to be hunting a Heaven Punisher because I really hate this mag. Probably one of the worst looking mags in the game. I think you can only really get away with this mag maybe on a rare cast because they're so bulky anyway. Pretty much every other character it just looks terrible on. Currently feeding the last 20 levels on the mag. It's like a necessary evil, this mag, isn't it? Until you get Heaven Punisher. Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. I mean, I know it kind of themes with the Heaven Striker, but it just looks terrible. I could just reskin it, yeah. That is also an option. I don't actually know if anyone's done reskins for this mag. I imagine they probably have. There's a few, oh cool. Yeah, I might actually look into that then, because the less I can look at this, the better. One just makes it smaller. I mean, to be honest, that would be fine. It just makes it to be able to see my character. Ephinea needs a heart of Sato. I know you let everyone know when the anniversary event starts when you live stream. Right now, taking a break from Ephinea. Yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for taking a break at the moment. I think a lot of people do take breaks before the anniversary starts, and there'll be a lot of people taking a break once it ends as well. Yeah, at the moment, we're basically just waiting for the word. Changing skins isn't going to change the fact that it looks like someone slapped a tuning fork onto C4. Yeah, because I think on a raycast it probably doesn't look terrible because they're so bulky they can get away with it. But yeah, on a character like this small, not so much. I played so hard during the last anniversary, I'm still on break. Yeah, I totally sympathise with that. I think after the last anniversary, the general consensus was that no one wanted to play a PSO for quite a while. I should really pull out the demons mechs to take care of those, it'd be much quicker. Oh, we've got a Blackhound Cuirass drop. 1 defense, nice. On a Rakast, it looks like a jetpack that can't lift him. Hey, do you know what? The drop rate for V101's not bad. It's at 1 of 1300. That's doable. You stopped liking episode 4 with Ranger because Heaven Striker makes me want to sleep. Yeah, it does kind of feel like episode 4 was just designed to try and screw Rangers over. I guess they realised that Rangers were kind of busted and wanted to do something to try and slow them down a bit. But then added Heaven Striker. Thereby undoing all their work. It is very brainless, yeah, you just spam Divine Punishment on everything. I mean, you don't even have to aim. Yeah, it's one of the things about episode 4, well, about Blueburst in general. I've said it a few times, but as much as I like Blueburst, I do feel that they kind of ruined the game a little bit because some of the stuff they added in Ep 4 just made some other things irrelevant and pointless, which I don't like. That's why, again, like for me, my favorite version of PSO will always be the GameCube version, personally. But I still love Blueburst. And realistically, if you're playing PSO now, you probably won't be playing Blueburst because of the amount of people playing. Just the music of PSO makes my eyes close on their own, not from boredom, but from comfort. Yeah, I totally get that. It is a very, very good OST. I think the Central Control Area theme is still like one of my favorite tracks in any game. Just super relaxing. Again, let's be honest, I feel like the OSTs in Phantasy Star games are generally just very strong across the board. It's even not just PSO, just in general. Played on GameCube first and it was fun, but the rage and regret that ensued after I got home from playing at a friend's only to realise I forgot to transfer my character back to my memory card. Yeah, that was a weird thing on GameCube, wasn't it? Where when you played multiplayer offline, you basically like had to transfer your character to someone else's memory card to play, and then transfer it back after you'd finished. Which, given how susceptible GameCube PSO was to memory card corruption, was probably not a good thing. Yeah, I've got no idea why they decided to do it that way. There must be some reason, like, I'm guessing like some kind of restriction that made it that was the only way you could do it, but it's very weird. And was probably one of the easiest ways to corrupt your character as well. But yeah, I totally get the rage at certain things with PSO GameCube. You know, playing online, entering the lobby and getting frozen immediately, that was fun. I still have my first GameCube and GameCube version of PSO, nice. Yeah, the GameCube, it's like behind me, you probably can't see it at the minute, but yeah, that GameCube is the original one that I used to play PSO GameCube on. Although it's now been modded quite a bit. Yeah, actually, speaking about the whole multiplayer thing with GameCube, where you had to transfer your character onto someone else's card. Anyone who played Dreamcast, was that a thing on Dreamcast or not? Because I didn't play Dreamcast enough. I've never played it multiplayer. Did Dreamcast even have split screen multiplayer? That I actually don't know. It did. I just wonder if it was the same kind of deal with Dreamcast if you had to transfer your character over. DC did not have split screen, okay. Yeah, I've only played it single player. Yeah, that's my only experience of it, so I've got a VMU with my character on. But yeah, I honestly couldn't remember if Dreamcast had like offline multiplayer or not. Furthermore, you were locked to your console, okay. I mean, I guess if anything, at least it's safer than the way GameCube did it. Yeah, it's interesting to see how things developed as the different versions got released. There was a code in the box that you had to input on your first play. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, Dreamcast PSO is still like a very new thing to me. I got my Dreamcast a few years back, and I do have version 1 and version 2. I've barely played them, to be honest. Mainly because I find them very hard to go back to. I'm so used to the quality of life that was added in like GameCube and Blue Burst. I find it very hard to go back to Dreamcast PSO. As cool as it is, I boot it up now and again, but it's not a game I can really stick with. I think just because I started later, it feels weird to me going back. This isn't a bad quest, honestly. The enemy count seems pretty good. Yeah, I do obviously, I respect PSO Dreamcast a lot because it's what started everything. But there's just certain things with the game that I really struggle with now. Particularly with version 1. Just daft things like not having the quick menu in version 1 really screws me. Is there any good slicer farms? I kind of want to get one other than a red slicer. I mean, one of the best slicers to use would be Slicer Fanatic or a really high Disco Braveman. Original V2 Ultimate is insanely hard for all the wrong reasons too. Yeah, I've heard people talk about version 2 Ultimate. I've heard things like, if you didn't have a really high attribute weapon, you just basically did no damage. Oh, did you get cactused again? You can get around the Xbox Live on this nowadays. That's really cool that you can play that online as well. Which version was it where you drop your hell weapon if you died? One of the Dreamcast versions, maybe both. Yeah, that was an idea. Yeah, the death penalty is always, it's changed on basically everything. Oh, charge Vulcans. 5 hit. So close. And he has 45 native. Could you not have just put this on the hit instead? God damn it. It's nice that you don't need to worry about Mazetta on death on this. Yeah, so the death penalty changed in basically every version. So yeah, on Dreamcast you dropped your weapon and possibly money, I don't know. GameCube, you lost all the money that you had on your character. So any money that was in your bank was safe, but for example on this character I've got like 300,000 with me at the minute. If I was on GameCube and I died, I would lose that money. Yeah, so it was all the money that your character was holding you would lose. And it wasn't as if you just dropped it just disappeared. And then on Blue Burst, so on Ephinea there's no death penalty, aside from your mag's synchro going down obviously. On Sega Blue Burst there was a death penalty. So on Sega Blue Burst you lost experience. You couldn't level down, but you lost experience. Your mag being mad at you is penalty enough. Games used to be more hardcore that way, yeah. Having a death penalty doesn't really bother me that much. Like, if they'd have kept that in from the Sega servers, it wouldn't have really bothered me that much. Some did level you down. Yeah, I think... I played Final Fantasy 11 for a little bit, and I'm sure you could level down in that. It's been a long time, though. And I barely played any of that game, but I seem to remember you could level down. But yeah, lose a bit of experience doesn't really bother me too much. And on GameCube, really, I guess it wasn't too much of an issue because you just learned not to carry too much money with you. It was a little bit annoying once you'd filled your bank, though. Because then you kind of had to carry the money on your character. Or I guess if you were using a VIA, because then you wouldn't need the money with you anyway. You lose experience in 11, but both current retail and private servers have nerfed the experience loss. Okay. I think when I played it, it was like fairly soon after release. I never gelled with that game at all, so I didn't stay with it. But yeah, we have it pretty good on Ephinea. The fact that you don't really lose anything. Apart from mag synchro, which is why pretty much all of my mags have 0 synchro. I have tried to keep the synchro high, but every time I get it high, I just die and lose again. So I've just given up now. Alright, let's see. What can we do next? Try and keep yours at 120. I tried for so long, and I think because I did a lot of tower, doing tower is not conducive to 120% synchro. AO5 seems decent as well. Yeah, what would be a good ID for AO5? Because I think it's Forest and Ruins, isn't it? SGS Hunt. Yeah, I mean, the SGS Hunt is the cause of the 0% synchro. It's Seaside and Tower. Oh yeah, AO5 isn't it, of course. Yeah, I was thinking of the other one, the episode 1 quest. Purple is not bad for AO5. I mean, I'm happy to host a purple one. I've got no idea what the tower part is like. So I'm assuming it's random spawns if it's an anomalous ordeal. Yeah, I was thinking of the episode 1 quest. What's the episode 1 quest called? Silent Afterimage. I get those confused all the time. I went in last night and it was 1 in 8k. Okay. Yeah, I can make a purple AO5 then. I have no idea what this quest is like. I feel like it might be Gamba time with Corrin. What's the best way to play console versions of PSO? Is it GameCube? I don't know how well supported the Xbox version is. I'm really not familiar with the Xbox version. GameCube, you can still definitely play online, for sure. I would guess that GameCube is probably the best console version to play at the minute. There is things like ROM hacks as well, so there's things like Return to Ragdoll that adjust some of the rates on the drops and everything as well, so you could try things like that if you wanted to. But yeah, I'd probably say GameCube is a pretty good shout. But I will say that if you're looking for other people to play with, Blueburst is by far the best version to play. It has a much bigger player base. I appreciate Blueburst, not an option for everyone though. Xbox and GameCube have crossplayer. That's cool if the private servers allow crossplayer. Right, just make sure I have my Hell Needle. I do. So we've got 2 more spaces for purple AO5. I love Blueburst, but I think the regular games have different story content. I want to play that in addition to Blueburst. So yeah, the way the story's done is a little different in Blueburst. You basically have the government quests that are the game's way of taking you through the main story, but you can still just run through the areas and get Rico's messages and everything. That's still all the same. I still do need a better frozen shooter. I've got a 15 hit one, but I want one that's actually usable as a Snow Queen. And 15 hit is not it. I'll see, I haven't gambled yet. I have to hit the gambler at least once. 100k all in. Amazing. What's your cut-off point for hit for a Snow Queen? I think I'd want at least 30. And even then, I don't know how effective a 30 hit would be. I would assume it would work okay. Alright, I think we're all ready. So, Anomalous Ordeal 5. Yeah, I have been doing Tyrell's Ego to try for a frozen shooter, but Hildator just will not show up. Okay, so we get seabird enemies here as well. Okay. Someone did math it out years ago. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure when I would consider making a frozen shooter into a Snow Queen. It needs to be a decent amount of hit because obviously it doesn't combo. So you're relying on that one hit, which makes it a little awkward. Nope, LK-14 combat, huge raz. Oh, you got a friend ring, nice. So I need to remember what is hellable in multiplayer. I know these are. He says that, not being able to kill it. Geese are definitely hellable, there we go. I seem to think that the Zolgibbons are maybe not, or are quite difficult to instant kill. They're not in multiplayer, okay? Because I know in single player you can kill them with hell. Dark is their biggest resistance, okay. I don't know about the Olgibbons. Okay, yeah, they're hellable. So Ulls are fine, but Zolgibbons I can't instant kill. Oh, these guys drop a uber rare DB Saber. Hopefully we don't ban her for that. Leave the monkeys alone. They start it. I know, can you imagine getting your first banner and it's a DB Saber? It didn't miss a huge amount, Scorpio. We haven't had any good rares drop or anything, so yeah. Is friend ring good? Honestly, I have no idea. I've never used one. Yeah, it's also weird. Yeah, it's a unit, isn't it? It's like being called friend ring. Why DB Saber sucks? Because it's one of those banners where it's obviously it's rare because it's a banner. It's like 1 in 28k from one of the purple squids. And it sucks. It's really weak. It has no special. It doesn't have a set boost. It's a collector's item, that's it. It's kind of a shame, honestly, because I actually really like how DB Saber looks. It looks cool. PGF for your first banner. Would say it's alright. Yeah, PGF's a good first banner. What was my first banner? I think, I could be wrong. I think it might have been Heart of the Sigh of a God. I think. And then Red Ring not too long after that. I sold the heart straight away because I had no intention of using it. Oh, yours is a platinum badge, nice. Yeah, I've never seen a platinum badge. I wonder how they're going to do the platinum badges this year, because if they are making the badges like a flag on your account instead, I wonder if they'll still make the platinum badge as an actual drop, because surely some of the attraction of getting the platinum badge is being able to trade it to someone. It dropped off a mosquito. God, here we go. There is a Heart of DB server. I can't remember what ID it's on, but I believe, I think it drops in very hard for one of the IDs. I mean, it's a horrible drop. It's terrible drop rate. But yeah, there is one. Still waiting for Heart of CLJ Sword, so that when I unseal my CLJ Sword, I can turn it back to looking like a CLJ Sword. It would be cool if they added a few more weapon hearts. That would be nice. It's not that I don't like the look of the unsealed version. I think the Tsumakiri JSOD looks fine. I just think it looks a little bit generic. It's just a huge katana. There's nothing really special about the way it looks. But I really like the look of the CLJ sword. Yeah, Ronda, I'm sure there is a Heart of DB Saber. I just can't remember what ID drops it. Heart of regular laser pistol. I mean, Heart of suppressed gun is basically that. I see we have the Epsilon part of the quest. And they're out of sync as well, which is fantastic. Yeah, Heart of suppressed gun is basically Heart of a regular laser pistol, because that's all suppressed gun is. It's a regular handgun with a suppressor on it. Okay, I think I managed to tag it, yeah. I will never like these guys. I tried to get in. Oh, Claire got a Rika's Claw. Very nice. Cool looking weapon. Yeah, Zatara, good to see you. It's only 1 in 8,000 for Heaven Punisher. So you're saying there's a chance. Do we know when the anniversary event will start? Not yet. Going by previous years, it's normally about this time, so I would expect it imminently. If I had to guess, I would maybe say some point this week coming. But yeah, there's no confirmed date yet. Yeah, we are waiting and ready. I mean, what it could do is it could drop me a Heaven Punisher now, and then that saves me hunting at an anniversary. That would be nice. I don't like that's gone in the corner, because I think that screws up the shields. Yeah, it screws up the shields. Hey, Pizza, good to see you. Yeah, been switching characters up a little bit. It seemed like a good time to try for Heaven Punisher, so... Hey, Jevon, good to see you. Yeah, I was just saying, we don't know when the anniversary's starting yet. It should be any time soon. So, maybe this week coming. If you look at the previous years, they tend to usually start around about the 10th of the month. It does vary a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, get ready because it should be anytime soon. Usually the 10th and 13th, yeah. I think the latest it's ever started is about the 17th. I know when someone linked me the dates that it started each year, and I think 2016 it was insane. 2016 it started in August and it didn't end until like beginning of October. I don't know why it was so long that year, but yeah, normally it's about 4 weeks. Just realised loads of people have asked you. Ah, no worries. No, I expect a lot of people probably want to know when it's starting. It is the biggest, you know, it is the biggest event of the year, so... I'm not sure, Pizza. It was 2016, apparently, so I don't think I was playing Ephinea then. Oh, that's tragic. Those Charge Vulcans have, like, really good attributes, but no hit. Absolute tragedy. Latest it's ever been is the 17th, yeah. I think it might be this week. I know the last few years it's typically started on a Monday. And about this time of the month, so... Going by that, could be tomorrow, but yeah, they haven't confirmed anything. Yeah, Ronda, what I'll do is, because I probably won't do a video off the anniversary straight away, but what I'll do is when the anniversary does go live, I will probably do a YouTube community post. So if you are looking at the YouTube channel, you should see that, hopefully. And if you've never done the anniversary event before, you're in for a treat. Well, I say that, we don't know what the missions are going to be like this year. It could be terrible. But yeah, my plan this year, I want to try and get at least one banner. I don't even particularly care what the banner's for. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't want a banner for a DB server. So I want one banner that I actually don't mind. There. But I'm going to mainly be going for Heaven Punisher, I think. Maybe Lavis on the side. Getting that Skyly card. Yeah, the really sad thing is I have a Skyly card on GameCube. But it's weird because I don't ever remember finding it. Maybe I just didn't know how rare it was, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully I do not ever get a Section ID card drop. Unless it's one that you need for one of the Forge trade-ins, that's fine. This year, just in for experience and Photon drops, highly doubt I'll get a banner. You'd be surprised. Need a banner for a tech that is not grants. Yeah, honestly, you know, once the anniversary's been on for a little bit, the drop rates get so good. It would not surprise me if you do end up getting a banner. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, because it of course isn't, but the drop rates get so much better. For context, I think when I found my SGS last year, the drop rate was down to about 1 in 6,000, as opposed to 1 in 12k. Admins, give Sky Gibart a 30 as his only banner. If that happens now, I know who to blame. I would be so sad if I got Gibart level 30. What are banners? So you might see it now and again when you play, if you play for a while, but every now and again you might see messages scroll across the top of the screen. So they use them for a few things. So they use them for, if the server's going down for maintenance, they'll scroll a message across the top. If someone hits level 200, you'll get a message that scrolls across the top of the screen that congratulates you on hitting 200. But also for whenever someone finds a very rare drop, it will scroll across the top of the screen, let the server know that someone's found that drop. So a banner drop is basically a rare drop that is rare enough to justify having the banner. So, you know, if you're finding some of the really rare stuff in the game, like Psycho Wand, Sealed J Sword, Lavis Cannon, Heaven Punisher, those kind of things, you'll typically get a banner for them. Hi, Umbra. Oh, speaking of which, there's a banner. So that message there, perfect timing. So that banner scrolling across the top of the screen, that's a rare drop banner. So that is saying that someone has just found S-Parts version 201. Perfect timing on that. Yeah, so that is a banner. Hey, Sheridan, good to see you. And Umbra as well. So yeah, on the Ephinea wiki, it does tell you exactly what items will cause a banner to trigger. What's the best way to level up in very hard mode? I'm level 44 Ramar. At 44... Oh god, another banner. all I had to say was the word banner and everyone's getting them now. That's a cool banner, Heart of Angel Harp. So yeah, if you want to level in very hard, solo at that level, honestly your easiest way is probably to do... I would honestly say Towards the Future and do dragon resets. So basically just load episode 1 quest Towards the Future. Run it until you get to the dragon. Do the dragon and then reset. And do that until you're a bit stronger. Then you could always do up to the end of caves if you want to. Yeah, I got you, dude. Yeah, can we have a banner for a 40 hit Daylight Scar, please? There you go. Well, a photon drop happened. Does that count? Please don't tell me it was from Ilgil or a Mirror Carol, because that would suck. Nah, no worries, I got you. Oh, these Epsilons are going in the worst places. That was probably the closest I've ever been to dying in this game and not actually dying. That was extremely close, yeah. Like, ridiculously. We're getting plenty of ill girls, which is actually not bad because they do drop V502, which is very nice. No hit, but one did drop for me. I mean, again, to be fair, with Ranger accuracy, you can probably make it work with no hit. I mean, obviously hit's nicer, but yeah, like, it should still work fine, I think. Yeah, congrats on that. You got 245 hit clubs back to back. Ah, yeah, I see them. Imagine if a photon sphere ever dropped in the field and the banner pops up notifying that someone got a photon sphere. The closest thing to that is, I think some of the Christmas presents that you can get, I think they can have a photon sphere or a photon horde in them. That's the closest you'll get. Have I had anything drop yet? No. Yeah, I don't mind this quest. I think the random spawns do make it a little bit unreliable, but I think if you've got an area where you've got a few decent drops, it kind of still works. Do you know what? I'll just get to 100. There we go. You stole the Christmas last year, was your regret? Oh, they hit a Gatner drop as well. Huge raz. I mean, it's tower, so who knows how long this will actually last, but... I'm dying. I mean, we all will. No worries. It's tower. We just accept that. Oh, you get hit by the chainsaw during the animation. Oh. Yeah, that Mary Carroll is a little bit too close for comfort. Why did that? I'll bet it do no damage. I really don't like these guys. It's coming whole days I'll be in groups this time. Yeah, I would say generally the event quests are easy to do in a party. Obviously a lot faster as well usually. For what it's worth, once the event starts, I will be on PSO quite a bit. In the evenings anyway, because unfortunately I do have work during the day. But yeah, so if anyone does want to run the anniversary stuff, I will be on quite a bit. Easy way to keep track of when I'm actually going to be on is by checking out the Discord. Oh, I don't like Epsilon. Probably going to be streaming and playing maybe the entire anniversary. I'd love to see how far I can level my formal. What level is she at the minute? (125) or 126? That's pretty good. Oh, no worries about the caps. Yeah, I would imagine you'll get a lot of levels. Put it this way, last anniversary, I was leveling a 4-mal, and I think my 4-mal had just hit ultimate when the anniversary started. She was about level 80, and by the end, and bear in mind I'd used quite a few different characters, she was about 140. So yeah, if you do have characters to level, it is a very good time for it. The experience gets stupid. It's mainly episode 4. Experience just gets ridiculous. So it'll start off, and provided they don't change anything, it will start off like the 4 weekly boosts that you get. So normally for experience that is, what is it, 150 normally? I think during the experience boost weeks. So it will start off at that. But the way it works is that all 4 of the weekly boosts will be active at the same time. So you'll have like the experience boost, the drop all rare boost, the rare enemy boost, and the rare drop boost all at the same time. And then as we go through the anniversary, we'll unlock milestones normally, and the milestones will increase that even more. Assuming they do it how they have done previously anyway. I think last couple of years it's usually got to about, what, 200% experience or so, and then about 200% rare drops. It gets pretty crazy near the end. But even at the start, it's good. Uniwell is 193, nice. Oh, no worries, it wouldn't be PSO without an accidental PB. Yeah, that's a pretty fun quest. I mean, obviously it'll depend a lot on what the spawns are like. But yeah, that's not bad. Accidental PBs make the game so lovely, to be honest. They do. Particularly when it's a PB that you just never want to use. I mean, absolutely nothing dropped for me. Let's just save them the drops for the anniversary. Did you enjoy the beach along the way? Well, I would have preferred the beach if it wasn't full of mutant squids, to be honest. Did you find it? You don't know what I'm talking about. Never mind then. You could elaborate a bit, Noel. Yeah, 200% would be so basically double experience, yeah. That's what I keep telling myself also. Pure RNG means blessings during the anniversary. I mean, hopefully. The beach is far more tranquil with the geese. It is. Right, anything good in here? Unbelievably, no. I see these 50-hit Vulcans with no special. Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty fun quest. I like that. Terrible reward, though. 8,000 for an ultimate tower quest. Definitely got potential for drops. Just had the same thought on the 8k. Yeah, it's a bit low for something that has tower in it. Maybe it's because of the random spawns, so I guess there's a chance you could get easier enemies. Yeah, we can start the Cease Forest again soon, regardless what the quests are. I wonder what Mazetta would be worth in Earth currency. Can't say I've ever thought about that, to be honest. So, the question is the episode 1 quest actually worth doing? I believe it's Forest 1 and Ruins 1. I guess kind of all, because you basically need a ID that's got decent drops for Forest and for Ruins. And it's Forest without Hildebars, because it's Forest 1. Yeah, I think Whitehill might be one of the best options for it. Because I guess you've got, what, Handgun Miller from Tolors? And then I suppose, yeah, because I guess you've got gold as well in Ruins, haven't you? Yeah. It's basically a Gold Miller run. I mean, I'm down to do some Whitehill. The problem is you need a level. Do you have a S-rank needle, like a Hell Needle, Nemo? Because you could probably use it on that character and just spam through MA2A. It would be super fast experience. You literally just do the first few rooms of CCA, and it is stupid experience. because you just hell spam everything and just clear the rooms in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I mean, I am down to do a run though. Other than Gold Ruins is kind of I think Whitetail though, it's one of those IDs where you tend to get like 1 or 2 good drops in each area, but pretty much every area has something decent. Whereas certain IDs tend to focus the drops more into specific areas. Greener has a great Ruins table, not a great Forest one. I mean, I think Ruins is probably the highlight of that quest, I'm guessing. You know, Forest without Hildebears is kind of a bit weak. I guess purple you could get Lavis from the Tolars. Then I don't remember purple Ruins being that good. Yeah, it's Ruins 1, isn't it? Yeah, so you don't get any bringers. I think it's mainly, what, Sorcerers and Bellerers, I think? And Del Sabers, I assume. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to do the F1 quest, I guess. I mean, if anyone else has got anything they want to go for, I'm happy to help out. So I can see that Carmine is Whitehill. So that's one option. During the anniversary event, I might host an SGS hunt since my Huni was Skyly, but no promises on hosting runs for it. Yeah, if you are going for SGS, first of all, my apologies. Second of all, if you're solo, I would probably do Phantasmal World 4 resets. If you find that difficult, then do Phantasmal World 1. Main difficulty with 4 is getting past the Ilgil at the start. Is there a quest where we fight Mr. Wiggles 37 times in a row? Unfortunately, no. I'm trying what the best quests are for Durol. I mean, you've got, I guess, Exard if you can get lucky and get them on there. Or I suppose TTF is probably one of the best, isn't it? Yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, I would probably agree. Probably TTF resets. It's not interesting, but yeah, it probably is the fastest way to get to Durol, unfortunately. Made the video starting to use that as reference. Yeah, if you can get past the Ilgil at the start in PW4, then you should be okay, because the rest of the floor is just Gibbles and 1 Del Lily. And then the next floor is just all Gigus, so it's just if you're, particularly if you're lower level, the Ilgil can be a pain to get past. I know you said you had a really high level Huni well though, so you should be okay. If you want to be super safe, you can just Rabata spam it until it freezes, but why do we never get a decent mines quest on DAR or RDR? Doesn't stop us from doing mines though. And we could do something like Lost Soulblade if you want. I haven't done Soulblade for ages actually. Huni's 193, yeah, it should be fine then. Yeah, I'm happy to do some mines if you want to. Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah, just because the RBR quest doesn't mean we have to just stick to RBR. We can do anything. You just get a bit of a bonus, don't you, if you do it on RBR? I've not done Soul Blade for so long. I will die to the Baronses. It's gonna happen. Huel has Red Ring and Virus Am Lafeteria. That's exactly the same as mine. Yeah, that is pretty much the best option for Huel, so... We're all down to the Barons. It's the mines tax. It is, it is. We accept that by doing mines, we have to pay the toll. Unless, of course, you're lucky enough to fall over. Then you're fine. Soul Blade predecessor to Soul Calibur, yeah. Yeah, I do like Soul Blade. I think it is a fun quest. You pretty much followed my example for Huel. I mean, there's other things you can use, you know, but I mean, Red Ring is the best barrier in the game, bar none. And then Virus Armor Lafeteria, I believe, is the highest defense armor that Huel can use, so yeah, it's a good shout. Oh yeah, this is Oran Mines. Oran Mines is busted. I always forget this. It does feel like for Oran that they just decided, okay, all of your drops are going to be in mines. You love regen gear advance. Yeah, spaceship as well, yeah. Yeah, when you look at the drops for Aura Mines, though, it's disgusting how good it is. Yeah, I think for armors, I think the only armor that I'm aware of that has a higher defense than Lafeteria is Blackhound Cuirass, but that's Android only. I can't remember how Aura Field compares to it. A max stat Aura Field might be up there as well. I think Lafeteria is still better. Could be wrong though. But yeah, Lafeteria is definitely one of the best, if not the best armor for Huel for sure. Just a shame it's so expensive to get. Lafeteria is the highest defense for non-droids, okay. Yeah, because I know Aura Field does have really high defense. This one's not bad, the one I'm using. But I suppose the good thing about Lafeteria is you can kind of decide how much defense it's going to have. Because you just use it on a, you know, use the parasitic cells on a really high defense sting frame. And it kind of guarantees that you get a max stat one. Which for Aura Field, the only way of getting a maxed out Aura Field is to find it as an Aura Field. Because if you make one, you can't get max stats. Sting Frame's really easy to farm as well, yeah. The only real downside with Sting Frame is the fact that it has really variable stats. So it can sometimes take a while to get a really good stat one. Yeah, obviously the other slight downside with Aura Field is the fact that it does drain your TP. Also, thank you for the follow, Nico the Miko. Great name. And Zanzanryu actually as well. That Sinnoh there over the left is very weird. Sometimes it will jump over to this side. For seemingly no reason. 1 in 2400. Oh, there you go. That one did it. It's 1 in 2400 for V101. That's not bad. It depends if there's room for him to land between you and him. Oh, is that what triggers it? So if you stand at the edge, I guess he wouldn't jump. I did not know that. You notice it while hunting Regen Gear Advanced. Can I just say as well, I really like the music in Mines. I've always really liked it. Like, mainly the music once the battle gets going and the tempo picks up a little bit. It just suits the area so much. Oh, we can get Lavis from Sinnoh Reds. It's just such a good area. Yeah, 1 in 14k, easy. Yeah, I do have a Yellow Bows Ranger now who is just into Ultimate, so I'll probably be using her during the anniversary as well. Yeah, I know Yellow Bows Mines is really good as well. Yeah, Blackhand reduces your evade, yeah. It's basically all defense. I don't know if it'd be that bad on a Hue cast, honestly. And on some Ranger droids it'd be fine, because you're at range anyway. Yeah, for Hue cast, I don't know how well it would work, because Hue cast has pretty bad evade anyway. Stink maxing with my stinky frame. I mean, it is a very stinky frame. Not that I am saying my Hunuel stinks, of course. Yeah, I'll join you in Sinnoh Hell. Yeah, I would say I think of the official Sega quests, I think Soul Blade might be one of my favourites. It's a good enemy camp without being too overwhelming. It just feels genuinely quite good to hunt more stuff in Mines. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to use Black Hound on a Hue cast, I guess you could use a high evade shield if you wanted to get the evade back. If you're doing that, you'd probably go with something like... Well, for a Hue cast, it would probably have to be something like Kasami, I guess. There are so many legendary swords in this game. Yeah, what you'll find is that for the special weapons, like, the word legendary is like their favorite word in the entire game. Everything is legendary. Let's see, do I have a weapon that is legendary? I actually don't on this character, wow. I do have a bright red blade, yeah. What does it actually say for that now? Its bright red colour symbolises its power. It's not quite the same, is it? If it's not legendary, it's mysterious. Oh yeah, I have plenty of mysterious weapons. Mysterious. 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 Yeah, the whole mysterious weapon thing kind of feels like, right, we can't be bothered making a description for this weapon, so we're just going to use the same one again. I'm getting closer to 190. That's another thing I could do during this anniversary, I guess. I have two characters. Well, this one's at 189, and I've got a full new world at 192. I could maybe cap those during the anniversary as well. It is very depressing that my Fornuel has basically spent her entire time in Ultimate trying to find red slimes with no luck whatsoever. I mean, weapons with names like swords from other games. Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of them are based on like myth and legend, aren't they? So you know, you've got, you know, weapons like Excalibur and Galatine. They're all based on like actual myth and legend. Yeah, same for Gearborg as well. And you know, Calabol, Durandal, they're all similar. Soul Agent Soul Calibur from Well Soul Calibur. I mean, that's just a happy coincidence, isn't it? Just because the special is named Soul. Yeah, I wonder how much experience do I actually need to get to 200 on this character? About another 33 million. Nice. You want a Galatine someday along with a lame with hit? Yeah, I mean, it depends who you're using it on. For the lame, if you use it on a range, you can get away with one without hit for sure. On a hunter, hit would definitely help for sure. To be honest though, for Excalibur, I kind of feel like Excalibur is mainly used as a range weapon anyway. I mean, yeah, sure, you can use it really well on a hunter, but it feels like it has a lot more uses for me personally as a ranger. Okay, so I guess we all stand on a switch. It's been a while since I've done this. Yeah, Galatine is really nice. Very, very strong weapon. One of the few sabers. Oh, you do not stand on a switch. I mean, Someone did. That someone may have been me. It's fine. Yeah, Galatine is honestly one of the only sabers in the game that is worth really using. Excalibur is obviously great because it hits 3 targets and has Berserk. Galatine, even though it only hits 1, it's just so strong. Actually, Affinity Project. This guy, been watching a bunch of your videos and it's reigniting my love for PSO. Thanks for all the awesome content. No worries, glad you like it. Yeah, we're playing a lot of PSO very soon because we are kind of expecting the anniversary event to start soon. So once that happens, basically every Sunday the event's on, I'll be playing PSO. Yeah, glad you enjoyed the videos anyway. I know there hasn't been a whole lot of videos recently. I'm kind of doing it on an as and when basis now. I did put out a video earlier in the week, which was an NGS video covering the new story update, which amazingly is actually good. I know I was as surprised as everyone else. But yeah, I will be doing more PSO videos for sure. There's more of the rare drop videos I want to do. There is an anniversary event, yeah, so on the Ephinea server. I don't know which server you play on, but yeah, if you play on the Ephinea server, there's a big event, usually every August, to celebrate the anniversary of the server. And it's like the biggest event of the year on the server, so there'll be like, huge drop rate increases, loads of experience, special quests to run, things like that. It normally starts about now, so any time now it should get announced, I would imagine. Yeah, I've been using a lot of special attacks, so my PB is not doing too hot. But yeah, very, very good time to play PSO if you, particularly if you are just getting back into it. Yeah, I would recommend Ephinea. I mean, all the private servers are available. I don't really have any experience with the other ones, to be honest. Apart from Stack, but I would recommend Ephinea. Particularly if you do want a server that is more similar to how the official servers were. I'm not going to say it's the same, because it's not. But it's close enough. I should just started a personal project creating PSO for mobile. Oh, nice. Yeah, I know there's a couple of people at the moment that are like working on little fan projects, which is cool to see. See, I spoke about Durandal and we got one. Legendary, yeah, legendary sword. Can I point out that I don't think I've had a red drop this entire stream. Yeah, it's a legendary sword that you won't use at all, really. But yeah, I would, like I say, definitely recommend Ephinea if you are looking for a server to join. Has a really good player base as well. Particularly during the anniversary event, there should be a lot of people playing as well. Character doesn't even grip the sword right. To be fair, Miss, that is something they still haven't fixed in the later games. Even in like PSO 2 and NGS, there are still weapons where your character doesn't hold them properly, so... I give this game a bit more leeway, given that it is 25 years old. Oh yeah, this is the Sin or Hell room, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's fun running this again. I have not run this quest for ages. Pretty sure we're going to get a Barons, I would assume. I was correct. I was going to say, I thought I saw some Sinners dropping down. Yeah, of course, the downside of Oran Mines having really good drops here is that nothing ever actually drops. Apart from Photon drops, apparently. Legendary sword you won't use. Well, the Sword in the Storm was knackered the first time Arthur used it, hence having to go to get Excalibur from the Lady of the Lake. Okay, that went far better than I thought it would. Lavis Cannon is my favourite of the Lavis series I don't have yet, so I have to say. Yeah, for me, I like Lavis Cannon and I like Double Cannon. I'm not a massive lover of the way the Lavis Blade looks, but I don't mind it. Again, though, Lavis Cannon is one of those weapons where I just wish it was better. At least in GameCube, you could cheese with it a little bit. Yeah, there was a bug on the earlier versions where if you kept Lavis Cannon untacked, you could use it special, and I think it would. I don't think it would steal any HP. I can't remember if it had better accuracy as well, but yeah, it definitely wouldn't steal HP from you. But you had to keep the sword untacked to do it. Isn't that the same as Psycho Wand? That I'm not sure on. I tech my Psycho Wand straight away, so... Yeah, Psycho Wand has other weird things with it where if you use it with an Adept, the amount of HP it takes from you and the amount of TP it uses or saves is different depending on the inventory order. It's really weird. I don't bother with that because I cannot be bothered consistently sorting my inventory. Yeah, there's some really weird interactions with Psycho Wand. The worst one being is if you get caught in the range of a Bringer's charge shot. Wow, a last survivor. Amazing. Been trying to get a sword cane to stack with Adept. Yeah, I imagine that'll do the same thing. Yeah, sword cane's pretty nice, so it gives you a nice decent boost, and it gives you a bit of a TP reduction as well. Chungus guitarist. Yeah, it's not too bad at the minute. There is meant to be another heat wave coming this week, unfortunately, which I'm not looking forward to. On that, I will say the Wednesday Chrono Trigger stream will depend on how hot it gets here. It is meant to be very hot from what I've seen. So there is a potential the Wednesday stream might get rescheduled, but I'll let you guys know. Depends how unbearable it gets. I think this is about the 5th heat wave of the year so far, which is insane. But yeah, so far it's okay though. But yeah, the weird interactions with the Psycho one that I was talking about, the weirdest one is probably if you get targeted by a bringer. That is a 50 hit Geist laser. Fantastic. Yeah, so when a bringer does its like charge up before it does the shot, it does like an AoE effect that steals TP from everyone near you. Or from everyone near the bringer. If you are using a Psycho one when that happens, it will steal HP from you as well. And that is simply because when you use TP with the Psycho wand, you take damage. So because of that, when a bringer saps your TP... Same with Aura Field. So does that mean then... Yeah, I was going to say, so with Aura Field then, does that mean... Yeah, so does it siphon like 1 TP from you from the Aura Field and then like slowly drain your HP as well? I was today years old when I learned that. I did not know that until I had a Psycho wand and went to Ruins. It's a lot of health it takes as well. I'm going to assume that maybe the same thing happens from the Merries in Ep 2, because I know they have a move that can steal the TP. But they steal it all, I think, so... I have a feeling that if they did that on my phone, they would just kill her. Oops, someone got a banner. Oh, my Heaven Punch has been stolen. Thanks. Stolen. Completely stolen. They hit forces in Ruins. They do. They do. It's even worse in multiplayer, because then in multiplayer, particularly if you're a Phonuel, Phonuel is the only character in the game that never gets enough health to survive the bringer shot, unless you use HP units. Even with maxed out HP materials, you will always get one shot by the bringer shot. Even at level 200. You have to use something that increases your HP to survive it. So when you've got that combined with the fact that they're stealing your HP and your TP, and they're resistant to more or less everything, they're not particularly nice to fight with a Phonuel. Rest of 30, anyone? I'm good. I've got it from our forces. I got wrecked by a Simillion the other day because I went over 1600 HP and the tornado didn't knock me down anymore. Yep. Yeah, the tornado quickly becomes the most dangerous attack it has. It sucks. It really sucks. Can I try to Gizonde spam this guy? Yeah, with full new world, basically, as soon as you see it bring a charge up, you just want to get ready to dodge the shots because it will just kill you. Single player it won't. Single player does less damage. He moves a bit fast in multiplayer. It's a bit harder to do. And I don't have the attack power of my hunter either, so... There we go. What's the menu for quickly changing your weapons in the bottom left corner? How do I do that? For me, I do it's right bumper and then your top face button. So for me, it's like right bumper and Y. And then you can basically press, I think it's right bumper to scroll through. Yeah, so right bumper and Y opens that. That's my weapons. Then if I press right bumper again, it goes to items. And then you press it again to go to techniques. That'll be traps if you're an android. So yeah, it's just like a quick way of being able to change weapons. Makes it much, much more fluid. Had to take my Cassie into the cave to raise the person's soul alongside Million. I've never been more careful around those tornadoes. Yeah, it really sucks. They're kind of awkward to avoid as well. He only used 2 die fluids, nice. I mean, again, terrible drops. I was going to say, yeah, if you hug the wall, is that like a guaranteed way to avoid them, or do you still get a clip with them now and again? I know when I go next to the wall, I usually seem to avoid them. I will say, I've never liked the episode 4 boss. It has a lot of attacks that are just kind of unavoidable. Particularly when you're in front of it in the cave, and it just spams the missiles and the spinners. There's not really much you can do about them. You just kind of take the hits. Not a big fan of bosses where you just can't really avoid stuff. Amazing. That's the highlight drop of my stream so far. That's the kind of stream this is. Oh yeah, the music is really good. I like the boss design and everything. It's just I just don't think the fight is great, personally. I don't know why I'm taking this. I'm never going to use it. There you go. To be fair, Drock, I haven't fought Renus Rotemon and Jess for months and months, so I'd probably go with Sam Million over Renus. Yeah, if anyone wants a pointless 50-hit rifle, there you go. Yeah, the music for the episode boss is some of the best music, I think. But yeah, I'm just not a fight, particularly of phase 2, once it goes into the caves at the back. There's just a lot of stuff it does there that you just can't really avoid. You just kind of have to accept that you're just going to tank it and heal after. I mean, I know some other bosses are the same, like, you know, Dark Falls, the slap in the final phase. It's kind of hard to avoid. Unless you're doing multiplayer and you're the first player and you don't move. That was still one of the weirdest things that Ziggy found out. Like, I don't know how he discovered that that was a thing. But yeah, if you don't move on the Dark Falls final phase and you're... I think it only works if you're first player. If you don't move, the slap just doesn't hit you. I did not know that until I saw his stream. It's like Falls just forgets that you're there. Alright, so we've got a bit more time. Is there another team going at the minute, or...? I think what else is worth running at the minute. I mean, I guess we haven't done a TTF today. Yeah, because we did Falls, didn't we? But we did. It was Exard, wasn't it? So we haven't done that. Is there anything else worth running at the minute? Yeah, we did sweep up 11, we did. We've done all these, haven't we? Actually, no, we haven't. We didn't do Silent After Image, did we? Does anyone want to do... I was going to say Silent After Image, but I'm getting other suggestions now. Let's see. Someone looking for a DLX Scar or Galatine. Yes, I know the person who's looking for a DLX Scar. I managed to find one. There is LK38, so that's one option. Is having hit on an unsealed SGS necessary, or better to have another attribute? If you are unsealing it, I would probably say it's better without hit, probably. Because the special always hits. That can't miss. And to be honest, the main use for using Sumakiri is for the special. It's kind of a situational weapon you just pull out to do the special for the most part. I mean, obviously hit is nice. The downside with SGS is, because it's a sealed weapon, you can only have 2 attributes on it. Because one of the attributes is taken up by the kill counter. So I would personally prefer to have 2 actual attributes instead of having 1 and hit. However, if you get one with good hit, I'd probably just keep it sealed. Because then it's just a instant kill beat stick. But yeah, I'm down to do a TDF if you want to go for a LK38. Do Virtual Limits Temple. I don't even know what I'd want from that at the minute. It's a nice quest, I just don't know if I'm really hunting anything from there. But yeah, for the hit on SGS, I just to reiterate, I would say I would only keep it sealed if it's high hit as well, because it's a sword, it's got quite low accuracy anyway, so you need quite a lot of hit on it for it to be worth keeping sealed. I also agree with that, yeah, just hunt it once and take what you get. Yeah, so if we do... Let's see, we've got about, what, half an hour or so left? See what the options are. Because we could do TTF, but then we'd have a little bit of time left, probably. But probably not enough time to do another run. I mean, honestly, I'm probably down to do another Exard if you want to do another Exard. There's a chance to get an LK38 through that anyway. Yeah, or we could do a full clear TTF, yeah. Yeah, that's a downside with Exard, isn't it? The fact that if you get it wrong, you have to reset. Yeah, let's just do a full clear TTF then. So if you want LK38, that is what, Viridia? Let's see, how many we got? Yeah, we've got 6 people, so we could potentially do, what, 2 runs? Yeah, we could do 2 3-man runs. That sounds good. So I guess if you want an LK38, we would need a Viridia. I do not possess a Viridia. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, if you want to both get a Viridia. Because we could do 2 Viridia runs potentially if you want. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we could do 2 Viridia TTFs, yeah. Or a TTF and an Exard, whichever. I do have a Caliber with hit on it, just waiting for the diff Parasitic Gene Floor to drop tears on it. Yeah, make sure you got one with a good amount of hit on it, just so you don't waste the PGF. Mr. Wiggles is a great name for Darrell, by the way. I seem to remember he was always referred to as Dairy Lee back in the day. Red TTF for the Laviscopium. I'm so done with red slimes at the minute. They don't exist. And if they do exist, they still don't drop anything. Nah, it's fine. We can just do 2 Viridia runs for now. I'm so burned out of doing red slime runs with Red Ray. Alright, so I think we have 1 game up. Yep, so there is 1 Viridia team is up now. TTF for Exard then. Either of them, honestly, I'm fine doing either. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it is appreciated if you split the forces up just so there's a force in each team. Just makes things a bit easier. The if there is passwords on any of the games, by the way, the password should be stream. Looks like they're not passworded anywhere though, so that's fine. Alright, let's see. I'll join this one. Yes, I think there should be 3 people in each team, if we work that out right. Yeah, I think there was 1 more in lobby, but I think it was probably going to bounce out the other team, I think. So I think we're good. I don't mind which one we do as well. Yeah, as I said, there will be quite a lot of PSO during the anniversary, so there'll be plenty of time for, you know, if people want games or anything. Oh, huge res, final impact. I really do need to get a red ring for this character, actually. Because somehow she's got to 190 and she still isn't Ranger Wall. I mean, Ranger Wall is really nice. But it's not red ring. I appreciate that, Nemu. I mean, honestly, I'm fine with the Ranger Wall. I'm kind of hunting red ring on the side just to try and get one. To be fair, DAR week is probably not the best week for red ring. You got a pal rappy, really? From the one rappy in... Is it TTF that you're doing? Because if it's TTF, that's kind of insane. It is from TTF, yeah, so from the one rappy in TTF. This is typical. I can't even remember what Rudy Pal Rappy drops. Oh yeah, we forgot about the battle. Thanks for that. Red Scorpio. Ugh. I mean, it looks cool. That's about the end of it. God, bazookas are so good against this guy. Still looks absolutely ridiculous on this character, though. Look at that. It just looks stupid. Four on drop. Not bad. Can I just point out again that the only rare I've had drop this stream is a Last Survivor? Maybe it is saving me for the anniversary. Hi, Nightcrawler, good to see you. You've missed absolutely nothing in regards to drops, really. Yeah, so we weren't sure if the anniversary was going to be ready for this stream or not, but it hasn't started yet. So yeah, we're just being doing the RBR really in a couple of other quests, but I think what best drop this stream for someone has been, there was a Rika's Claw drop in tower for someone, and a Bringer's Arm, I think. But yeah, my only rare this stream has been Last Survivor. It's one of those kind of streams. Amazingly, no, I have not had a Silence Claw drop yet. There's time yet, though. On GameCube version in Ultimate, I saw Love Rapping Ep 2. Took a snapshot with my phone in front of the entrance door to Temple. It was kind of cool on GameCube that you could actually take photos. I know you said you took the photo with your phone, but yeah, back in the day you could actually take screenshots in the game. And then you could actually upload those screenshots to a website and download them. It is funny looking back at the screenshots now, because I've still got a few of my old GameCube screenshots. But the resolution, it's like the smallest resolution you've ever seen. But it was cool that you could just actually take a screenshot in the game. It's kind of forward thinking, honestly, because I mean, I imagine back then there probably wasn't much in the way of message boards, right? I mean, yeah, you will have that stuff like PSO World, I guess, but I can't imagine there being that much demand for people wanting to download PSO screenshots. Could I ask what private server would be the most playable as of today? If you want to play a Blue Burst, I would always recommend this one, which is Ephinea. There are other servers though, so it's up to you to decide which one's best for you. They all have quite different experiences, so some stay quite close to how the Sega servers were, some go wild and do crazy stuff. But yeah, I play on Ephinea. This is the one we're playing on at the moment. This is one of the servers that is closer to the Sega servers. In that, most of the drop rates are kind of very similar to how they were on Sega. I really hate slimes in multiplayer because they desync so much. Fire traps OP against slimes. Yeah, they work kind of weirdly, don't they? Because it depends on where you set them. I think, isn't it something like you've got to set them on their spawn point or something, and that instant kills them, and if it's away from the spawn point, it makes them split. Oh, there's more. I'm so not used to doing full TTFs. Oh yeah, can't miss our, what, 1 in 55k chance of Yasha. Don't we get dragons as well? Yeah. On the spawn point if you want to kill them, but you also need to do a full combo if you want to split them away from spawn. Okay. Yeah, for me, if I'm using a character to hunt slimes, I'll need to always use a human on human character. I just think it's a lot easier to deal with them by just using ice attacks, personally. But yeah. No worries. Yeah, like I said, I would always recommend this server personally. But definitely look around and see what servers are out there, because there is a few. I would say Ephinea is the biggest, but I honestly don't have enough experience with the other servers to see whether that's true or not. Yeah, that worked. That's why we like mag invincibility. Well, I did not get an LK-38. It still owes you an LK-38. I'm sorry to hear that. DAR week probably best hunter in yellow balls. Yeah, I guess so. I think just because we're getting close to the end of the stream, it was just easier to do TTF, but... What actually drops it on yellow balls anywhere? Mirror Carols, okay. Why is it always Mirror Carols? I'm really not looking forward to hunting Heaven Punisher, I swear. Got on with hit while farming for Galate, nice. New Hope is a good quest for it, okay. Lost charge Vulcan RBR during an event would be great, yeah. I'm still waiting to see what they actually do for the quest this year, for the event. Because we know we're not getting the maximum attack E quests. So I am interested to see what they actually do. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the anniversary this year so far. I think because we know so little about it. I want it to be good. But I suppose it's the first time we've had like a really big change in the anniversary, so we'll see how it plays out, I guess. I mean, this Sinnoh Red could drop me a Heaven Punisher. It's only 1 in 150k. It could happen. It did not happen. Great camera view there, PSO. I appreciate it. I can't actually get any further forward because the Sinnoh's right in front of me. So I guess this is what you're seeing. Thank you. Maybe section ID changes with the new event quests. Potentially. I suppose it depends, doesn't it, if they change the, if they do change the drop charts or anything. I know they don't do it very often, but they, they have done some changes in the past. Yeah, I think if they did offer some section ID changes, I would maybe do it. Because there is a few of my characters that don't really suit the IDs they've got. I mean, it was going to happen at least once. Is there any good RBR this week? It's okay. It's silent after image 1. Thank you for that. Yeah, silent after image 1, which is Forest 1 and Ruins 1. I think it was said earlier that it's basically a good quest to run if you're hunting for Golden Miller. F2 is Anomalous Ordeal 5, which is Seaside and Tower with random spawns. That could be good. And then F4 is Sweep Up 11, which seems pretty good for Dolphins and not bad for zoos. Yeah, they're not amazing, but it's definitely a lot better than last week. Last week's is, again, probably one of the worst RBRs I've ever seen. Oh, a 5-hit final impact, amazing. We're really going up in the world now. And a 4 on drop, what is this? Yeah, that is terrible. Better than a Viridia card. I mean, yeah, not wrong. Okay. I will try the Gazonde spam again. I can't guarantee it will work, but... Ah, yeah, I could have made it -5 hit. Oh, he did not wait at all. He's like not waiting in the slightest. He did not wait in the slightest. That's called getting too greedy with Berserk. He's acting very weird. What are you doing, Volopt? He's going at like light speed, so I can't even lock on in time. Dude, chill. Yeah, just stay there. Or don't. It's fine. Now he's desyncing. Do you know what? I'm pulling mechs out to take care of these things. Okay, I can't actually lock onto that pillar. Where is he? There. I can still hit him from there. That kind of works. Stay there. Wow, Raymal is really bad for this. There we go, finally. Yeah, if you can get the stagger on the screens, it makes it a bit easier to stop him, just so you can stagger him enough so you can get the Gazonde locked in. Oh, he just didn't give me a chance there. Thank you. I got you, don't always. Possibly the most annoying Volopt I've ever seen. Oh, he dropped a Ruby Bullet with 5 hits. Amazing. If anyone wants this, they can have it, because I've got one with like 40 hit. After getting free from that, you don't need to move. Does he just cancel the laser, or does he still shoot it if you break the trap? Normally I don't get hit by the trap because you can outrun it. If you run in circles, I think you have to run in circles in Ultimate to escape it. With the menu open as well. He does nothing if the trap's broken, okay. Yeah, it's weird because once he traps you, even once you're broken out, it kind of sounds like he's still going to shoot the laser. So I guess he just kind of trolls you and then doesn't do it. Yeah, Demon's Needle is quite nice here. I'll go and trigger the extra spawn in the next room. Yeah, I feel like the Gazonde glitch definitely works a lot better on Hunters for sure. Well, Huno at least. Oh, Jill on 30, not bad. Wow, I just missed completely with the Demon's Max. That does not happen often. Well, I said that and then it happened again immediately, so... Yep, congrats on the level. It's amazing how much like Gel 30 just nerfs enemies. The damage reduction is ridiculous. Alright, I do not have a cure phrase, so this will be fun. Surely this time is the red ring. Yeah, the problem with this is that the DAR week just doesn't affect it. Yeah, the mines are annoying. Heaven Striker is fantastic for this though. Yeah, rifle speed, sorry, handgun speed, rifle range is just super useful for it. And it's really strong as well, so I can normally one-shot. I'll use Layla. When you're alive, of course, yeah. Yeah, I can Estler, I guess. Yeah, I do need some better mechs for this. I should probably just bring some charge weapons or something and when I do a TTF. Yeah, he has 9k works nice as well. It's mainly for the range though, isn't it? It's just because the 9k still doesn't do huge damage, I guess, but... Yeah, freeze can be annoying to break on controller sometimes, for sure. Still stronger than most max style specials, yeah. Oh, it's a nice weapon, Yaz 9k. I do have one, it's just got no good attributes on it. Oh, I'm so dead. See, the Rafoy is not a problem for my ranger because she gets knocked over by it. Yeah, so the main reason of using Yaz 9K is for the range. They have rifle range. Just dodge. 5 HP in a dream. Use the 7K bunch offline, fun having the shotgun horizontal targeting and rifle. Yeah, I think it has shorter range in total, doesn't it? It has 9K, sorry, it has 7K. But yeah, it does have like the auto aim, which is kind of nice. It's a shame it doesn't have a special. But yeah, I do have, I've got a couple of Yaz 9Ks, but none with good attributes at all. Okay, he's not interested in me, that's fantastic. I mean, yeah, I guess it's something to hunt, I suppose, on the anniversary. It's not for the want of trying as well. I've done quite a lot of Purple Numb Temples. Just getting the drop isn't an issue. It's just getting one with good attributes. Yeah, honestly, I think I like most of the Asmonov weapons because they're relatively unique in PSO, I guess. But the 9Ks are definitely one of the best ones for sure. Ooh, you survived that slap. I looked like it was very close. There's 10 HP left. I don't even know if it's worth using a PB. He's on so low health anyway. Truth be told, loads of RBR quests are pretty good for farming Yaz 9K on Purple Numb Gorons. Yeah, I've never hunted from Gorons actually. I've always used the Assassins. It's because I'm so used to hunting it from like GameCube days. But yeah, I guess the Goron drop is probably pretty good. I do not see a banner. Who would have thought that the rare is actually rare? Get quests with the RBR boost and there's around 89 Gorons. Yeah, it probably is the best way of hunting it, honestly. I know it's like a slightly worse drop rate than the Assassins, but you probably get a lot more Gorons. So it balances out. I think what makes Temple good for me is, obviously my Ranger is Purple Numb, and Temple is very weak to Hell, so I just go in and Hell spam more stuff, which makes it really quick. So the Assassin hunt is really easy. Yeah, so getting that Hell Needle was like one of the best decisions I made. It's so good. Okay, last chance. Anything good in the weapon shop? A charged striker with 15 hit. Amazing. Haven't seen Yaz 2K since the GameCube days. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an awkward drop. I think it normally drops from usually half of a Panams, I think, in Spaceship for a lot of IDs. Yeah, you don't tend to really see it, to be honest. I mean, honestly, 2K is probably one of the worst ones anywhere. It's just a handgun with no special. It's around high games on big games. I mean, I guess for any of the Yasminkovs, you can get them through Black Paper's deal as well if you're not bothered about attributes, but for Yaz 9K, I would quite like one with hit. Oh yeah, look, yeah, 2K looks really cool. I mean, most of the Yasminkovs look cool. Greenhill gets it on Deldies in episode 2. Okay. I like how he's like, so you killed all the enemies, that's amazing, but you died over and over again, so you're terrible. Well, I'm still going to give you S rank anyway. Incredible. Well, that was fun. I mean, I got basically nothing all stream, but that is PSO in a nutshell. I just choose to believe that it's saving all the drops for anniversary. That's what I'm going with. So yeah, I think we'll probably end things there for today, I think. As I say, I do have a stream planned for Wednesday for Chrono Trigger, but it will depend entirely on how hot this heatwave gets. No offense, but if it is 30 odd degrees, I don't fancy streaming next to a baking hot PC. So yeah, I will post a bit later in the week, depending on how hot it gets. Yes, heatwave 5.0, yeah. It's been crazy. It's like we go for a week and there's another heat wave. But yeah, I will update you guys a bit later in the week if that's going to go ahead or if it's going to be cancelled. If it is cancelled, I'll just reschedule it to the following week. So next Sunday, I mean, I would hope the anniversary is started by next Sunday. So I'm going to say PSO next Sunday in the hope we get the anniversary. I mean, I'm hoping they announce it tomorrow, to be fair. Let me just quickly check the Discord again before we go off. Is there any update yet? No. Fine. This is Ephinea, yes. Thursday's a hot day, yeah. I think it's meant to be mainly... I think Tuesday's pretty hot, and then Wednesday and Thursday are meant to be very hot here. So yeah, the Wednesday stream may get rescheduled, but I'll let you guys know if that's the case. Next Sunday, hopefully PSOBB anniversary, we'll see. If you have enjoyed the stream, as usual, I'd love it if you consider either liking or subscribing to the channel if you feel like it on YouTube, or you can follow us up on Twitch. I do have a X and a Bluesky that I post updates on, so feel free to follow those. And there is also a Discord server I have as well, so particularly for the anniversary, if you do want to play games off stream, I will be quite active on the Discord and arranging games on that during the anniversary, so feel free to join there. Should be a link to that in the description for YouTube and underneath the video player on Twitch, so feel free to join over there if you haven't already. But yeah, fingers crossed we will get at the event for next Sunday's stream. Fingers crossed. Yeah, whatever you're doing, hope you have a great week, Thanks for the games today, and I will see you guys possibly on Wednesday if it's not baking hot, otherwise Sunday. See you guys.